yes, we are not going to join. Igbo man that joins APC are dishonest Igbo men. Those ones rejected by the Nzenozos. They are the Igbos rejected by Igbo land. They are the Igbos that the ancestors, our ancestors that brought us from Middle East to settle in the land of the East, Eastern Nigeria, has rejected them. They have rejected those Igbos. Those Igbos are Igbos, Afon Sinsi. Igbos, Afon Sinsi are the ones supporting APC. Pure Igbos, correct Igbo man, cannot support APC. The supporters of APC in Igbo land are Igbos, Afon Sinsi. Those Igbos, Afon Sinsi. Igbos that are against the Zenozos. Igbos that are against Igbo traditions. Igbos that are against Christianity. Igbos that are against let me say, lack of promiscuity. The Igbos that are sleeping with people's wives, they are the ones that are supporting APC. The Igbos whose head are not correct are the ones supporting APC. The Igbos that are stealing people's yam in the farm, they are the ones supporting APC. No, those are the Igbos with questionable characters, bad eggs among the Igbos and with APC political parties today. They are the Igbos that climbs Upe tree, pears, orange tree at night and pluck all of them. They are people that are what? Harvesting people's farm at night. They are members of APC. You can never see an outright Igbo man righteous in all his doings. At least let me give the person 65% supporting APC. Yes. The Uzodinma Bonyaluluana is supporting APC. Bonyaluluana. Hope Uzodinma support APC. Onebu Made. Before inception of our advent democracy in Nigeria, Hope has been working for all the regimes that comes and go. He worked with Buhari when Buhari was a brutal military head of state. Hope Uzodinma worked with Babangida when Babangida was a Maradona that has Maradona all Nigerians into this kind of stale, awkward situation we are in Nigeria today. Hope was with Buhari. Abacha came with terror. The military junta, Abacha. He came, he reigned with a reign of terror. Hope Uzodinma was with him. Don't you know that I follow history? You don't know me. See, he's a government machinery. Uzodinma is the like of James Ibori. Hey, okay. Hope Uzodinma is a government machinery. Whatever you want, he will give you. I don't want to talk about advanced fee fraud business going on in the early 90s. Who are the foremost Nigerian advanced fee fraudsters? Go and read the list. The like of, I don't want to mention other characters because I'm focusing on Hope Uzodinma that has been killing and killing my brothers in Igbo land, pretending as if he's a reverend father, as if he's a holy. You know, don't you see his comments recently? Holy, holy, holy. Igbo men, Igbo youth are not going to join the protest. Holy, holy, Hope. Pope Uzodinma or Hope Uzodinma is not Pope. His name is Hope. From Hope, he's graduated into Uzodinma, Zinjanthropicus, Homo sapiens. See, let me tell you, the man could never, ever get it right in his life until he cleansed the land of the East. He's soiled with human blood. The blood of the innocent youths are just flowing. Every eroded slope in Igbo land, where it's empty into Hope Uzodinma's compound. Yes, the whole blood is going through the slope, eroded slopes. Going to where? Hope Uzodinma's compound. Kingsman. All cousin man, oya come man, oya come man. I'm translating it to Igbo. He must appease the land. There's a way you do it. God created the heaven and earth. But the land you are marching can swallow you if God says so. Abinadab, Dathan, and the rest of them, 3 of them I take. Moses or Joshua commanded the land, the earth opened up and swallowed them. That is how the earth of the Igbos is going to swallow the enemies of the Igbos that turned against their brothers in the southeastern Nigeria, killing them because of what? Money. Errand boys, errand men to Fulani hegemony. People that came from the Rhine land of Tajalon Highland, where hunger is caking dry with what? Their land is caking dry with hunger. The island of the Sahel. You came down to Igbo land and started discrediting the beautiful land of the southeasterners. You must appease.
We don't want APC in the southeast. We don't want APC. Although APC has captured 2 states, Imo and Ebonyi.
Tinubu bought that ticket for them. Back to Hope Uzodinma State, Imo. Imo, they work hard. Imo, they worked hard. They labored to make sure that they chase Hope away. Tinubu used his money and bought that ticket. I don't need to elaborate more on what is too obvious. Was what? Boggled, stolen by Hope-led political miscreants in Imo State. They rob people their franchise, they rob people their civilities, and this is where it gets to Imo today. Another 4 years by a tyrant, someone that could not boast of winning if conducted in his own Umunna. Kinsmen will not vote for him. In regard of what they are talking or saying about Igbo man joining APC. What we are going to see is a earth-breaking victory over APC political party comes 2027. Because Nigerians will come out ready for war. The people that are using soldiers and police to fight the electorate, they are going to see war 2027. See, what happened last year was like magic. Because every Canale in Yoruba land believes that Tinubu is going to turn Nigeria into Lagos. Believing that he was the one that converted Lagos, our Lagos. Today, we've seen somebody that could not even convert ordinary this market here, Oba retail market, into a modern Lagos. He's boasting of Nigeria. Nigeria is bigger than he. He has not even read, because today we've seen a Tinubu that did not go to school. PC members, they did not go to school. Everything about them is forgery. That is me. They forged everything. Igbos, we cannot join them.
Given what the revelation that has come from the man from Kano, a former governor of Kano State, talking about Ganduje, and of course the national leader of APC as a political party came out to say that for Igbos, for the marginalization of Igbos to stop, they have to join APC. And I think by now, prominent Igbo think tank should come out and react to that kind of embarrassment coming from Ganduje himself, making that kind of assertion on one of the major illuminating tribes in Nigeria. Nigeria is like experiencing some level of life in it today. It's because of the resilience of an Igbo man. It's because of the hardworking nature, of the Biafrans in Nigeria. But for them to say that the Yorubas and Hausas have decided, and what is happening to Igbo today is a deliberate act.
So if you join APC,
then they can only be forgiven when they join this evil government called APC. This curious entity that's going to witness doom in no distant time. It's quite unfortunate that Ohaneze is not reacting. The governor, at least, if it is during the days of Ezife, you as a former governor, and somebody like Ganduje will make that kind of embarrassing statement against the Igbo nation, then we will now know that actually, the plight of Igbos is a deliberate act in Nigeria, and it needs to be looked at properly, and a certain decision needs to be taken. And one of the decisions we are taking today is that Igbos should not join any form of protest in Nigeria. But let me tell you, how can you force an Igbo nation to join APC so that Nigeria will not marginalize them? So Nigeria knows that they are marginalizing Igbos. The Yorubas know they are marginalizing Igbos. The Hausas are saying it. They know that this is a deliberate act. But this statement from the former governor of Kano State, I think, is enough to cause the end of Nigeria once and for all. No, for you to come out, even after killing me, you're coming out again to tell me that you're a stupid man. Do you know what that means? So you knew that these things were going on, and you people pretended over the years. So it is time for us to understand that, clearly Let Yorubas and Hausa do their Nigeria and leave Igbos alone out of it. And it's as simple as that.
Because I don't think that you must join a party for.
So, bros, see, this is not 1967, no. Where there was a gang up war against Igbos. It's not 1967. Everywhere is spreading. You can imagine that, how funny. Did not always look at the South at any point in time. They felt that they can do.
The South or
and I'm telling you,
and Southwest.
What is the strength of the South is Igbos. Not the strength of this southern Nigeria, as I'm talking to you, are Igbos. They only uses Yorubas, you know, as a burden to advance whatever they want to do. And somebody like Odzokalo is there, Omahi is there, Uzodinma is there, some of the governors are there, the Ohanes and Igbo is there, the Imobi is there, the think tanks are there, and they cannot come out to challenge Ganduje on this kind of embarrassing statement, on the most advanced, technologically driven, philosophically overwise tribe, race in Africa, and coming from people who are seen as parasites for 104 years. The northern Nigeria cannot contribute anything. It's first everything, music, nothing, 0%. What they are after is the crude oil that is coming from
northern Nigeria. Our cash crops.
Bros, I am telling you that what is cash crop? What do you mean by cash crop? Food. So Igbos does not farm? Are you telling me that Igbos doesn't farm? We cannot ranch our Igbo. We have Igbo in Igbo land. We don't eat cow. We have Igbo. We have goats. We ranch it. We go to farm. We can farm. So what are you telling me? In terms of industrialization, we are there. Football, we are there. Anything, name them, sports, anything. Technology, we are there. The Igbo man rescued Nigeria, the whole world, from COVID-19. What are you talking about? What has the northern Nigeria contributed? And every now and then, you come out and you open your mouth. It's unfortunate that the generations of these people, you know, this generation is not going to accept that. And that's the generation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Gen Zs of African power, you know, talking about the praise of Africa. I'm talking about the praise of Africa. Biafra is the praise of Africa. In every hamlet, there is a praise. In Africa, the whole world is waiting for Biafra to emerge. The ECOWAS are waiting. The Sahel nation, bloc is waiting. The AU is waiting. The world is waiting for the emancipation and the rise of the prince of Africa. I'm talking about Biafra. So Ganduje is really livered. I don't know how to. But
our politicians. I am just joined APC.
That's what I'm telling you. If that's the essence of, you know, rubbishing their personalities. Look at Ganduje, a whole pious animal, you know. When will you see the likes of Chinua Achebe in Igbo land? When will our politicians begin to understand? Azim shouldn't do that. Instead of him doing that, he should give it to other people. Let them be part of whatever they want to be part of. But this personality that have been seen as the figure of Igbos anywhere in the world should be seen to maintain some certain personality. Should be seen to have some level of comportment, because they represent a race, they represent a tribe.
Can we say that Igbos don't have political leaders?
Igbos, let me tell you, when you talk about political leader in Nigeria, Igbos doesn't have political leader. The only political leader we're trying to see, you know, we're struggling, we're still watching him, is Peter Obi. Peter Obi is the only political leader that Igbos have seen so far. Not even Azikiwe, not even in that rank.
Azikiwe.
I am telling you, what Azikiwe, Awolowo, and Tafawa Balewa them did, you know, it was a purely corrupted conspiracy against each other. They were not in unity. They were not in uniform. Unification of Nigeria was destabilized by reservations those two men have among themselves. And that was what they took to the foundation of Nigeria. And that is why Nigeria has never worked. So, trying to regenerate the most populous black nation in the world today, the only transformation, personality, whether you like it, either by commission or omission, is the man standing prominently like a colossal from the rising eastern part of the world. Talking about Peter Obi. That even the Yorubas can confirm it, the Northerners are confirming it. Now that the rising of Peter Obi signifies another second chance of Nigerian survival, of Nigerian unity. It's a very clear thing. And you can see it now, that it looks like Obi was quite prophetic, that Igbos have even seen beyond. And that is why they presented the only political figure that has what it takes to drive the most populous black nation in the world. But unfortunately, the Ganduje and the likes of them, choose someone that was not voted and he became president. And it is backfiring now. They are running to Igbo to say, "Hi, no, I expected somebody to take a proper rundown on the former governor of Kano State, and tell him to his face, West side till we die, east side." No, sorry, I forget I'm in the camera. No, I'm just telling you. Let them don't think that, that this kind of approach will continue for a very long time.
Okay, let's look at 20 trucks of rice have been sent to 36 states of the nation so as to at least alleviate the hunger of Nigerians. Let's get a reaction from this current government.
Bro, if you are sending whatever they want to send, let them send it to themselves. I think it's better they continue to feed fat, because so that they will be ready for when the consequences of what they are doing will come. So we are a product of what they gave to us.
We are beggars.
That's what I'm saying. We are a product of what they gave to us. So what they gave to us is what we are going to give them back. At the end of the day, what they gave us, what they have given us, is what we are going to give them back any moment from now. The nature and manner. So whatever they are bringing, is to cushion what and to cushion that. Whether they open border today, they not open. Whether they say opted for tax-free, whatever, that is their business. I say what they have given us is what we are going to give them. The Gen Z generation is what to give them back. Any moment from now, they're going to witness it.
Are you also talking about the Igbos?
Bros, when you talk about
because I think they're not involved in this.
Bros, when I'm talking about the Gen Zs, I'm not talking about tribe. I'm not talking about race. I'm not talking about the quest for sovereignty. I'm not talking about Biafrans. I'm talking about the Gen Z generation. People who want to stand to defend the black man. People who want to stand to defend the black nation. People who want to stand to see Africa rise. So it can be Bo, it can be anything, Yoruba, it can be Hausa, it can be Fulani, it can be anything. As long as you are in that philosophy and in that range. I'm trying to see that a black man has to be independently minded. A black man has to reason. A black man has to think. A black man has to be philosophical. A black man has to embrace innovation. A black man has to reorient himself, reactivate himself, re-engineer himself. We can't continue to depend on the white man for everything. Look at what Trump is saying this today, that Africans should go back to Africa. They have what it takes to survive as a continent. So is it not better the black man begin to think? These leaders we are seeing today are too old to be in the pond that will drive Africa to the next generation. They can't be in the same pond with the Gen Zs. We need to put them out. And we are rejecting that philosophy they have thrown to us over the years. And that's why we are telling them, that what we are coming with is revelation, revolution. There's no way out of it. So it is moving in that direction, whether they like Let them rearm themselves, whether they time. But I'm telling you currently now, the revolutionaries who want to see transformation happen in Africa are ready.
What's your message to those that are tagging these protests and Igbo protests?
I think the agitation or the reservation to always target is to make sure that Igbos are not involved, because they know that Igbos, if Igbos are involved, it will become a success. If Igbos are involved in this protest will have impact. We don't need the likes of Sowore them. We don't need the likes of Omoloye them. We don't need them. All those Wayo people that have links with APC that say they are revolution now. Zero. What is the impact of revolution now? Nothing. No impact. When they were romancing APC and destroying Jonathan government, Sowore was part of it. This Sowore today say revolution now. What is the impact of revolution now? What is the revolution now? We don't let them go and sit down. Please, our advice, Sowore, please, at this level now, we know you, we know where you are coming from. If you are being used by APC government, to distract us this time around, please step aside for national peace and stability. Allow the Gen Z to do their thing the way they want. Papa and Mama who are Gen Zs at heart, so come out. Don't you know there are some people who are 69, 80 old who are having deep reservation against the way things are going in Nigeria? Then are you telling us that such people will not come out to support the movement? They will come out to support the movement.
So against any distraction, Nigeria should know that this is not an Igbo protest.
Okay, this is protest belong to the Gen Zs, not Igbo again. It's just China. Is it a say this one na essence again? When the essence happen, they say na Igbo. As anything happen, Igbo. Why? Anything that has to do with struggle, they bring Igbo. But when una want chop crude oil, mono thief, share una money, una know they mention Igbo. When una not share, okay, Yoruba, Southwest, 11 ministers. Other regions, how many ministers? How many ministers does they have in Igbo land to today? No, I'm asking you now. How many ministers? So when it comes to struggle, now we go take this one. No be Igbo. Gen Z generation want transformation. As simple as that.
Uzodinma should be clear that if he's using the Igbos to play politics with APC, that he should be careful.
No, of course, Uzodinma, let me just tell you something about Uzodinma from my own understanding. I think to an extent, Uzodinma knows that part of the things they are negotiating for release of Nnamdi Kanu should not be seen to be political. Simon Ekpa has made it very clearly to everyone that at no point in time that they should politicize, because they will attract the anger of all the Biafra workistic everywhere. They're everywhere, they're watching. Biafra workistic all over the world, they are watching. Uzodinma and the rest, watching the development, how they intend to play politics with the release of Nnamdi Kanu, making unnecessary statements. And they are not benefiting anything from Tinubu. Tinubu refused to give them ministers. Southwest alone, 11 ministers. Why Eastern Nigeria? How many states? So, bro, let me tell you. You see, they are being relegated, and that is why they are telling them that now we the marginalized and they look. See, we, the Biafrans, we continue to have a particular position at any point in time you call us, and that is our stand.
Lastly, we have APC governors, 2 APC governors in the southeast. How are they faring?
They are not faring well because the damage control cannot survive them for another second term. No, they are not comfortable. There is massive heat below their nyash now. Fire they burn them well now as I talk to you. They cannot sit in a particular place for 5 minutes. I am telling you that the intelligence report currently on the table of the presidency is not something to write home about, because they don't know how the angle this protest is going to come from. Because I don't know whether it's going to be a day thing. I don't know whether it's going to be 2 days thing. They don't know whether it's going to be 1 week thing. They don't know whether it's going to be 1 month thing, or they don't even know whether it's going to be like Kenya. They don't even know whether it's going to be like Rwanda. But they are having deep reservations, and they need to sit up. And of course, The Northerners are saying no going back. We are joining the protest massively. That's the latest development on the end bad government protest coming up soon.
Thank you very much. God bless you.